Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here, and welcome to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a crazy Team of the Season card to review today, and it is Renato Sanches, okay? This card looks wild, okay? We're looking at a card that is 5'9", high work rates, right-footed, 4-star skills with a 4-star weak foot. In regards to the traits that he has, he doesn't have any of the important traits, right? Long shots and all that kind of good stuff. Flair is nice to have, in all fairness. 90 acceleration with 89 sprint speed, great for base card stats. Shooting is looking really good too, with 90 attacking positioning, 85 finishing, 99 shot power, 99 long shots. Like, his shooting stats with the 4-star weak foot that he has and 83 composure playing in the midfield position is already pretty solid. Now, you could potentially give this card a sniper chemistry style for sure. So far, definitely one of the things you could take into consideration, playing him in any of the attacking positions, because I think he would play the role pretty nicely with those base card dribbling stats that he already has. Passing looks good on the card too, with 98 short passing, 90 long passing, all that fun stuff. Doesn't have curve, but not necessarily a big deal in all fairness. But again, dribbling stats for base card stats look fantastic, because if you were to give him any sort of dribbling boost on the card, boosting his reactions is beneficial, and you would still be boosting his agility as well. So, man, there's already so many chemistry styles that's like passing through my head with a card like this. Defensive stats, even from base card stats, look really nice, right? Because again, he is the rotational type of player. Now, rotational type of player, what does that mean for a card like this, guys? If you have a card that's high work rates, 4-star, with everything on the card being good, play him wherever you want to play him, as long as you have the right chemistry style on him, okay? Left cam, right cam, center cam, CDM, center mid, right back, left back, any position you want. Maybe not the striker position, even though he could potentially play it okay, but players like this are really nice to have in a team when you want to rotate your team to different formations. 3-5-2, play him as a right mid, right? Has a defensive presence, has an attacking presence. All very important stuff. So, what we're going to do right now is we're going to go ahead and check him out on Futbin to see what he, what's the deal with this card in regards to what chemistry styles we can give him, because, dudes, it's really going to depend on how you guys want to use this card in the game if you guys end up getting him, right? So right now he's 695k because there's a lot of hype surrounding this card, but he also looks fantastic too. His foot miss was really fun to use, not even just for sentimental, but he was actually very solid, and his shapeshifters at left back was actually really nice as well. So people have actually decided to give him the Shadow chemistry style, Anchor, Guardian. Honestly, there's no right answer for a card like this, right? So with the Shadow chemistry style, guys, you would be boosting his acceleration to a 9, as well as boosting his sprint speed by a +10. The reason why people decide to do this is because, take a look at his physical. You're not really going to notice a significant difference if you give him the Anchor chemistry style, but boosting his defense as much as possible while giving him essentially perfect pace when he already has shooting, passing, dribbling. It's amazing, man. This card in the CDM position will play really well, right? Because the most important thing is that boosting his defensive awareness was a hugely important thing, because you can see that the difference between his foot miss card, right, at 81 and his Team of the Season being at a 91 is a significant difference, because a card always feels similar to their base card stats than they do with the upgrade. The upgrade does something for sure. I noticed it especially when you give the pace for those like small little fragments, but a Shadow chemistry style would definitely make sense. Now, another one, Anchor, I wouldn't agree with this one at all. It doesn't matter to boost his physical, because his physical is already really good. A Guardian would actually make a lot of sense too. Because with the Guardian chemistry style, even if it's like small significant stat increase, you're increasing the dribbling stats a little bit. The more dribbling, the better, because of the gameplay in this game. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, it definitely does look like the Shadow's going to be the best on him. But I do want to try him out on the basic chemistry style, because look at the stat increases you actually get for the specific spots, right? Agility, ball control, dribbling. He gets the sprint speed boost. You actually give him some defending. You give him some physical boost, passing, shooting. Basic is also another chemistry style you can give him and just leave him on, because you're giving him boosts in so many different positions or areas. Like, this card is a fantastic rotational card, man. Just fantastic, right? Okay guys, so the way that we're going to be lined up in game is going to look like this. We're going to start him off in the CDM position first because that's where I would love to mainly use the card. And we're going to use the instruction of just balanced attack with just cover center. So we're going to get into a game, see how he plays there, and then we'll just rotate him in the squad in the left cam, right cam, all the positions because, again, he's a rotational player, so he'll be able to play in most positions. I just want to see how he's going to play just with the basic chemistry style. You could already see in the CDM position that he aligns himself really nicely over there in that position with the other CDM, but you can definitely tell that he could be improved as well because it's not essentially perfect, right? With the high work rates, if you can make it essentially perfect, it would be the most ideal thing to give this card because, you know, you want him to have a strong defensive presence. He's already really good at doing everything else because look at this dribbling, my dude. Look at this left stick dribbling. Holy, he's fast. Oh, this guy's really shitty, by the way. Is this Player of the Month card? Oh, I think I did a review on him at the time, and I was like, this guy is trash. All right, so this is what we want to check here. Second man, no second man press right here. Right? You can see that they're not super aggressive coming back, so we'll just have to defend a certain way just to see if we can push some movement out of these players. You can see that Renato Sanches actually goes to the edge of the 18-yard box, but you can tell that he's not as defensive-oriented without the shadow chemistry style. So it does seem like it is going to be the best chemistry style to give him because the basic definitely doesn't give him enough. But, I mean, the shadow chemistry style is pretty significant in regards to the upgrades that they actually give the card because the way that he's moving around the pitch right now with the balance instructions in the CDM spot is actually really nice. So it's just that touch and go that I need my players to do that he can do for me, you know? Great defensive presence. Possession-based tackle, too. Kind of pushes it forward, right? So there, you see? In a 4-4-2, that's where he's best utilized, man. Center mid position, playing those types of passes through to your strikers and whatnot. I'm not really 100% familiar with the 4-4-2 in regards to tactics and instructions. I'm using very generic ones right now, but I'm pretty sure there's like specific ones that would make it move significantly better. But, I mean, just like situations like that, utilizing his good dribbling, good passing stats to pass the ball in that area with his high work rates is really nice. He's just, like, very well-balanced on the high work rates, man. He just feels well-balanced in the team. Like, just the way that he moves up, the way that he decides whether or not he wants to attack. Like, this situation right here, because Hullet is going to make that run, Renato Sanches will only do it, but just behind him, you know? Alright guys, so what we're going to do with this next game is we're going to actually boost his defensive stats this time, right? So you can see that he's essentially going to have perfect defending. So I want to try him again in that CDM position on stay back while attacking cover center. But then we're also going to be using a 4-4-2 as well as the game progresses because in the last game I was rotating between the 4-2-3-1 and the 4-4-2. And I kind of want to try him on the 4-4-2 as well because I really feel like he is more of a center mid than he is as a CDM, but obviously he would make a good CDM as well. It's just that the best way to utilize this card, I do believe, would be in a center mid position like this, where, you know, he's playing in the right center mid position on the balanced instruction for attack support while he's on cover center, because he's a player that can do everything for you, right? As long as you have a decent medium high work rate player next to him, he should be really good. So we are going to try him out on 4-2-3-1 again. Because I want to test him out in regards to how he's going to move. We're going to put these back to balance over here. I feel like it's kind of like affecting it too much. Maybe stay central on Rain because he's so trash. Yeah, we're going to keep him on balance again because you're going to be able to see his defensive work rates anyway. So yeah, let's get into a game, see how he plays with that. Oh my god, if this game wasn't so bad, I would have actually gotten that ball really nicely. He does a slide touch randomly. Ugh. Yeah, dudes, you can see instantly that his defensive awareness and his defensive positioning is way better with the Guardian chemistry style. Just look at the way he's positioned on the edge of the 18-yard box there. Not as much as Gattuso because he's a high work-rated player, but for someone that's going to be doing everything for you in the midfield area, it makes sense that he's positioned the way that he is with the defensive boost. Nice pass right there, too. Oh, I didn't do a double ball roll, but okay. Great defensive play. Let's see if he attacks the areas up top. He doesn't. Well, it makes sense. He's a CDM. I didn't expect him to be honest. I'm really enjoying the card so far, right? I will say that he feels mostly like a center mid in a 4-4-2 setup, you know? So we're going to go ahead and switch him to our 4-4-2 setup, and we're going to see how he plays. But I love the way that he's moving around the pitch right now. Oh, what a finesse shot. Jesus, man. See, that right there is him having good base card stats for shooting to be able to do something like that, you know? I mean, in regards to the chemistry style that I would give him, honestly, I don't know, man. It's tough to say exactly what I would give him because I think most of the chemistry styles would work. I don't think there's like a right answer for this card, you know? Touch. Yeah, I had to take that small touch. The only problem is that the gameplay is not great, so the type of settled touch that he took was too close to him. You see how he kind of like was a little the shot doesn't come off nicely if the ball isn't pushed a certain way. You know what I mean? If you're the type of person, right, that likes to use like a 4-3-2-1 or anything like that, having cards like this, the Scream Roberto Firmino card and stuff, these are the types of cards you want to have in that area because of that pure attacking presence that they have in situations like that where he starts to utilize that empty space. And in like a 4-1-2-2 where your left, rights, and our mids are always moving all over the pitch, right? So I do think that he would be wasted at a 4-2-3-1 formation for sure. He's definitely usable in it as well, but this card just doesn't suggest that he would be the best in that position, right? Like I said, Air Japes had like a 4-3-2-1 formation that he sent me one time a couple months ago. This card would be perfect for that formation and those tactics. Alright guys, so final verdict on this card. I didn't even bother playing him in the attacking areas, guys, because, I don't know, man. I feel like you can use him in the attacking areas for the fun concept, but I mean, come on. He feels like a midfielder in the game. Like, you don't want to use him in the cam spot or the left or right cam position. Like, you can, for sure. He definitely played okay, but, I mean, this is the type of dude you use in the midfield. Center mid, center defense mid positions, you know, mostly center mid. I'm telling you guys this right now. If someone like Japes were to get his hands on a card like this in that 4-3-2-1 system, he's amazing to have in the team. I'm not sure which chemistry style I would actually want to slap on this card. Like I said earlier in the review, I was saying that a shadow chemistry style would make the most sense, which, to be honest, I still kind of stand by, because giving him that acceleration and sprint speed boost so that he moves all over the pitch constantly would be a hugely beneficial thing, because his attacking positioning on balance instructions is incredibly noticeable. His defensive stats being increased just with the Guardian chemistry style was already incredibly noticeable in the CDM position. You know, the dribbling boost was like whatever, because, I mean, to be honest, in the midfield position, his dribbling is already pretty good. Passing was solid. His physical stats to get into certain areas was really nice. Shot power and long shots for that finesse shot opportunity that he had was really nice. I mean, the reason why cards like this are expensive, like I expect this card to remain at a certain price, maybe like 400, 350k. I'm not really sure how the hype works for the market. I expect them to stay at a high price just because it literally doesn't matter what formation you want to use. This card is usable in any formation, right? Any position you want to put him in. Like, again, like I said, you can put him in the attacking positions, but like, why would you? You know what I'm saying? Like, you're buying him to play him in the center mid position or in the CDM position. He definitely requires someone better than Gattuso next to him in the CDM position, right? Not even Hullet, because he needs like a good medium high work rated player so that he can have a really good balance. But the moment I switched to like a 4-4-2, just having those two midfielders and having him move all over the pitch while I have a medium high work rated player just chilling back there, it's a hugely noticeable thing with cards like this. So I think he's really fun to use. I mean, if I were to pack this card, it would be really sick, but I don't really care too much this year because I'm a main account, so you guys know that deal. But yeah, he's really fun to use, dudes. Do I think he's hugely meta-oriented? Not really. I mean, Ruud Gullit is still a better midfielder than him, in my opinion. Like, I think Ruud Gullit is absolutely cracked in this game. This version of Ruud Gullit, the 91, even maybe the 88. I'm not sure about the 88, but the 91, I mean, that card is just on another level. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this review today. I'll catch you guys for the next video. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.